Welcome everybody into the Collar Foundation Complex here on the campus of Howard Community College in Columbia, Maryland. Matt Trudell and Mike Withers here with you for the first of the semifinal matchups of the NJCAA Region 20 Women's Basketball Tournament. We have the number 4 seed who knocked off the Howard Community College Dragons on Wednesday. The WVU Potomac State Catamounts taking on the 1 seed and the number 3 team in the nation, the CCBC Essex Knights. How you doing today, Mike?
Hey, doing well, man. We had a long day the other day, a good day, and ready for some exciting basketball this afternoon. I've been thinking about these Catamounts, man. I like their chances.
Yeah, we're coming off of that. We'll talk about their last game. They
Yeah,
beat the Dragons, the 5 seed, 53-48. It was about a 2-point ball game, under a minute left, and
yep,
then a big three by Amber Bing
yep.
made it a 5-point lead. Dragons were never able to recover. On the other side of things, this Knights team won 101-51 against Hagerstown. Um, Including Paige Smith at 25 points. She needed 25 to reach 1,000 for her career, and she did. Something to monitor. Number 2, Giselle Gigi Gamble, the leading scorer of this Essex team, is dressed, but there is a rumor that she might not play today.
Yeah.
So we will monitor that. So they have a slightly different starting lineup today. Uh, let's do the starting lineup since we're running a little low. Then we'll talk a little bit more about this game.
Yep.
For the Catamounts of WVU Potomac State, starting number 0, a freshman guard, Amber Bing. Number 10, a freshman guard, Tenley Paul. Number 22, a sophomore forward, Elizabeth Pryor. Number 23, a sophomore guard, Hannah Alt. And number 33, a freshman forward, Erica Zirk. They are coached by head coach Larry Kruk, and he's assisted by Bradley Brandon. For the Knights, the number 1 overall seed in this tournament, starting number 1, a sophomore forward, Quashanti Holmes. Number 3, a sophomore guard, Paige Smith. Number 23, a sophomore guard, Sierra McGinley. Number 25, a sophomore guard, Antonique Austin. And number 33, a freshman forward, Adela Sekunjanin. They are coached by head coach Mike Sini, assisted by Arthur Fitzhugh, Raya Fink, Ryan DeVoe, and Virgil Kennedy. So these two teams met earlier this season. They played on February 19th. Their game actually was canceled in January, well, postponed in January. They made it up on February 19th. It had the Knights winning 90-57, which included a 29-point performance by Paige Smith. And on the other side, Hannah Alt had 19 points herself. So that's the last time they met. But I'm excited.
Yeah, yeah. The Potomac team, we saw them, a few games, 2 months back against the Dragons. Different team. I like what I saw the other day. They really got up and down the floor. They took care of the basketball, but Elizabeth Pryor is my new favorite player, probably in the tournament. Her post play, I think, was the difference in the game against the Dragons. Now, of course, Essex has size, they have speed, and they really put pressure on the defense. So if Potomac can take care of the basketball and get the ball inside and use their size, I think we could have a competitive game here this afternoon.
All right, we're going to step aside. They're going to do a national anthem, and then they are going to announce the starters. And we will be back for the starting tip off of this first semifinal matchup of the Region 20 Women's Tournament. All right, back here in Columbia, we had the national anthem and the starting lineups. I forgot to say before we went off air, the officials for today's game are Mike Resick, Jeff Morgan, and Josh Walker. So the winner of this game will take on the winner of the six-seeded Montgomery College Raptors and the two-seed Prince George's County Owls.
Mm.
But the winner of this game is gonna be first one to punch their ticket. That game will be tomorrow at noon. The second semifinal will be right after this one, around 2 o'clock.
Yep.
And I think the key for the Catamounts today is they have size to guard inside, but they got to protect the perimeter because Essex can shoot the three.
Yeah, McGinley, she's coming to game. She had a couple threes the other day, so really not losing much because she certainly has some scoring punch. So if they can take care of the basketball, use their strength, I think it'd be interesting. You mentioned the other day they averaged 61 a game and 95 points a game for Essex.
Opening tip-off goes to Essex, and Paige Smith gets a right-handed layup. So quick scoring right away. Yeah, Michaela Guess had 11 points on Wednesday. So she is no slouch when it comes
Yep.
to scoring.
Yep.
Kickball is called, so it will stay with the Catamounts.
Yeah, and we see Essex already in full court, three-quarter court pressure, trying to cause turnovers and want quick scores.
So Bing got it into Pryor, who got it back to Bing. Bing's going to move to her right, drive up the middle, kick it over to Zerk for a baseline two, and she gets that to go.
Yeah, that's tough when you can jump out and hit based on jumpers like that. That'll keep them in the ball game.
McGinley misses the three, and Pryor comes down with the rebound, drops it off to Alt. So Bing with the ball over to Alt. Now Paul. They're looking to get it inside to Pryor. Bing's going to drive, throws up a floater, gets it to go along the baseline.
Wow, that's a tough shot. Left-hand floater going out of bounds.
Now Holmes drives, good dump off to Sekunjanin, but she can't get it to go. And then it's knocked out of bounds, I believe. Yep, it is Essex ball.
Yeah, Sekunjanin, man, she struggled a little bit the other day. That's why I guess we're getting so many minutes, so she misses the easy shot right there. So we'll keep an eye on that.
And, I think the Catamounts, they need to, focus on securing those rebounds because they're going to need to not give up second chance points here. Yep. Sekunjanin misses the three. Holmes out to Austin for three. No good. Holmes gets it.
Yeah, Paige Smith now working.
Smith found Sekunjanin open on the other side of the basket. She struggled, but she was able to get it up and in. Yeah. So we are tied at 4.
And 3 offensive rebounds by Essex, and they finally end up scoring.
Almost stolen away, and then Zerk loses it through her legs, so it will be Essex ball.
And that's what the Catamounts cannot do, is turn the ball over against this three-quarter court pressure.
Yeah, and they had the rebound, and it went out of bounds, and then they give up, 3 opportunities. Smith, quick fire on the 3, gets it to go, and the Knights take a 3-point lead, 7-4.
Yep.
A little over 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Now Zerk with it. Gets it over to Paul. Paul now, good drive to her left. Misses it off the side of the backboard. Austin comes down with the rebound, already looking up. She's just going to take it all the way. Finger roll, gets it to go.
And that's just too easy. Coast to coast by Austin. No resistance at all.
Alt gets the pass from Bing. And then Alt loses it to Smith. Smith driving up the right-hand side. She gets fouled. Can't get the layup to go, but she will go to line 4-2. That's the first foul of this ball game.
Yeah, and that's what Essex sets the tone with that little three-quarter court trapping press. Gets them out and running, gets them out in rhythm.
Foul was on number 23, Hannah Alt. Team's first, her first. And Smith makes the first free throw.
Paige Smith off to a fast start, 6 points on the board already. She has a 3.
And she can score early and often. I mean, she had most of her 25 points in the first half on Wednesday against Hagerstown. Smith makes both free throws, and it's now 11-4.
And so far, business as usual for the Essex Knights.
Alt now, but they're going to call a foul. So it will be
So no,
Catamounts ball. Foul is on number 23. That's Sierra McGinley.
yeah.
Alt gets it out to Paul. Baseline three. Gets it to go. A good shot for the Catamounts.
And the Catamounts have shot the ball well. They just have 5 early turnovers. That's what's hurt them.
Austin drives across the lane. Floater, no good. Too strong off the backboard. Then ends up with her own rebound and gets that to go.
Yeah. Potomac turnovers and offensive rebounds. Another turnover.
Holmes picked up the steal, drops it back to Smith for baseline three. No good on that. And then Holmes knocks it out. Oh, no, they said it went off of Paul. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
So now Austin will have it along the baseline. Now gets it into Holmes. Holmes misses the layup, gets her own rebound, misses the putback, and Pryor comes down with the rebound for the Catamounts.
Yeah, it looked like it was partially blocked by Pryor.
Bing got out of the pressure from Holmes. And now she gets it back from Alt. Paul gets it over to Alt. Alt spins around, reverses, gets it to Pryor. Pryor gets the defender out of off her feet and gets the easy bucket.
That's a nice play by Tenley Paul. Looked like she was a little out of control, but she was able to get Pryor on the diagonal pass.
Austin now picks up her dribble, gets it to Holmes. Holmes going to hesitate and drive, and then gets fouled. Think that's going to be on Pryor.
Yeah. Yeah, Potomac has to do a better job on the dribble drive. Perimeter defense, not that good at this point.
So Essex ball, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 6:05 left in this first quarter. Austin looks to get it in, gets it into Holmes. Holmes can't get the layup to go, but she will go line for two. Foul is on Tenley Paul.
Yeah, Tenley Paul let her get post possession.
That's her first foul.
Holmes not really a perimeter shooter, likes to get to the basket.
Holmes misses the first free throw. Kushanti Holmes had 6 points, 3 steals, and 10 rebounds on Wednesday against Hagerstown. And she misses both free throws, but Sekunjanin comes down with the offensive rebound. She's just going to bring it out, gets it to Smith. Smith driving baseline. A little too high for Sekunjanin, and now Alt heading the other way. Alt's going to back out, being guarded by McGinley. Now she's going to drive baseline, and then she steps out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a good, solid man-to-man defense by McGinley. Moving her feet, keeping her head on the ball, and cutting off the baseline. Textbook defense.
5th turnover for the Catamounts team in this first quarter. Smith now with the ball. Gets a pick from Sekunjanin. Then nice little spin move. Finds Sekunjanin wide open. Left-handed layup and in.
Yeah, Catamounts having a lot of trouble in their man-to-man defense. Paige Smith right down the lane, little drop-off.
Alt now. Her pass gets tipped, but Bing still ends up with it. She gets it over to Zerk. And now Bing resets over to Alt. Alt throws it down low to Pryor. Pryor, good play by Smith to keep the ball, poke it away, and then keep it in bounds. And Austin now heading the other way for the Knights.
And Paige Smith right in the passing lane.
And Sekunjanin, three is no good. Alt comes down with the rebound.
And Essex, all 5 starters still, and Coach Sini starting to go to his bench now a little bit. But
Bing almost loses the ball. Then Smith is going to be called for the foul. We have a media timeout, so we are going to step aside. Knights up by 6 points, 15-9, 4:43 left in the first quarter, and we'll be back. All right, we are back coming out of the media timeout. 6-point lead for the Knights. It is the Catamounts ball. Paige Smith picked up her first foul of the game, team's second. And we have a moment. So two substitutions for this Knights team. Number 21, Anila Davis comes in, as well as number 13, Michaela Guest. Alt down low to Zerk. Zerk has to dump it back out to Paul. Now Alt inside to Pryor. Pryor, nice move. Can't get it to go, but Zerk is there. Can't get that one to go. And you're going to need to take advantage of those second chance point opportunities.
Yeah, Zerk doing a good job getting the weak side rebound.
And then Austin goes pretty much coast to coast, gets the left-handed layup to drop.
Yeah, that's the second time Austin has done that. Coast to coast, can't let that happen.
Now Bing, trapped, gets it over to Alt. Alt just going to throw up a floater in the lane, gets that to go. Good take by Hannah Alt.
Yeah, Alt doing a good job under control, a little floater in the lane.
And they call a foul on the floor. They're going to call it on Paul.
Yeah, Paul trying to cover Paige Smith on the perimeter.
Oh, I'm going to watch it on the monitor here. We have a slight delay on our screen. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough call.
Yeah.
She did a good job moving her feet.
Smith throws it in, gets it into number 4, Taisha Williams, who gets it over to Smith, who hits another three.
Yeah, Paige Smith up to 2,010 points now.
Yeah.
1,010 rather.
Bing now with the ball for the Catamounts, gets it up to Paul. Paul's going to move to her right, gets over to Alt. Thought about a three for a second. Now Bing driving, throws up a shot off the front of the rim. Williams comes down with the rebound for the Knights. Gets it over to Smith. She's just going to fire a quick shot. No good.
And Paige Smith quick on the trigger today, getting out in transition, shooting the three.
Paul spins out, gets it to Bing. Pryor bounces it over, and Davis gets her hands on it. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Catamounts. Larkin Walker's going to make her first appearance today. She's going to sub in for Elizabeth Pryor.
And Essex doing a good job playing the passing lanes, also playing the cutters.
Walker, baseline 2, too short. Smith gets the rebound. She's pushing it up the court. Drives to her left, step back, nope. Gets it down low to Guest, who can't get it to go.
Yeah, nice play by Paige Smith, getting it inside to Guest. She had position.
Alt now for the Catamounts. So, the Catamounts are doing a real good job on the interior defense.
Yeah.
Most of the points in the paint have come from transition. Zerk, that's her shot. Baseline deep 2, gets it to go.
Yeah, Zerk, that's the second one she's hit from that spot. And I think Essex has made a decision. They're going to give her that.
Austin for 3, too strong. Bing comes down with the rebound. And after some pressure from Williams, she drops it off to Alt. Now Zerk on the other side baseline jumper, too strong on that. Davis with the rebound, she's taking it all the way, and she loses it out of bounds.
Yeah, you got to get back in transition if you're Potomac State, because Essex is on the run when they get the rebound. They're on their fast break offense.
McGinley and Holmes come in for Smith and Austin. Wetzel comes in for the Catamounts for Tenley Paul. And Alt's pass is too high.
Yeah,
for
defensive
Briley
pressure.
Wetzel.
Yeah. And that three-quarter court pressure by Essex giving Potomac some problems.
Davis now gets it across the line. Going to get a pick from Guess. Then swings over to McGinley for 3. No good. Guess gets the offensive rebound. Then she's blocked by Zerk. And then goes out of bounds off of the Catamounts. So it will stay with the Knights, they will have 18 seconds on the shot clock, 133 left in the first quarter. Only a 7-point lead so
Yeah,
far for the
7 point.
Knights.
Yeah, and I mean Essex is pounding them on the offensive glass. Still only up by 7.
Inside to Guess, Larkin Walker gets her hands on the ball and rips it away. Now Alt, gonna drive, has to pick it up, and they call it for a travel.
Yeah, defensive pressure once again. Holmes all over Alt.
So Essex ball, Williams along the baseline looking to get it in to Davis. I don't know if that was a travel. Just watching in the
Yeah,
replay.
yeah,
Davis, Holmes baseline three, no good. McGinley now for three, too short. Gets her own rebound off the deep bounce and then gets a shorter baseline two to go.
yeah. They're really having trouble on the offensive glass. Potomac State.
Under a minute left in the first quarter. Williams commits a foul.
Yep.
So it will be Catamounts ball.
Yeah, reaching in on Hannah Alt.
Now Wetzel gets it down low to Zerk. Zerk, nice move, and then she is fouled. Nice move to get.
Yeah, get by McGinley on the baseline. She was trying to go with the reverse.
Foul is on number 23, Sierra McGinley. That is her second foul, team's fourth. Zerk going to the line. Her team's first free throws of the day. Gets the friendly roll.
Yep.
She is also the leading scorer right now with 5 points.
Now, I noticed something the other day with Coach Sini. When he's standing up, he's a little concerned, so he's still standing.
Williams now off the missed free throw. Three gets McGinley, gets that to go.
Yeah, McGinley trailing the play, walk right into a 3.
An 11-point lead now, and a steal by Davis. Gets it to Holmes. Holmes gets the layup.
Yeah. Yeah, the full court pressure is really giving Potomac some problems.
Shot clock is off. Now Bing over to Walker. Walker, baseline, no good. Kind of rushed that possession.
Yeah.
And McGinley is going to fire off a three. Misses everything. And it goes out of bounds. There will be 1.3 seconds left in this quarter. It's now a 13-point lead for the Knights.
Yeah, I hear the Potomac coach saying, get up, get up. They're leaving her open in transition. And that's a design play by Essex. Here you hit the trailer for a 3.
So at the end of one, 27-14, the Knights are up over the Catamounts. We'll be back for a start of second quarter. All right, back here for the start of second quarter. Main differences of this game so far, Potomac State 8 turnovers to the Knights 3. They're being out-rebounded by 10, 18-8. And then points off turnover, 11-0.
Yeah, that's the difference of the game. They have a 13-point lead and they have 11 points off of turnovers.
So it's Catamounts ball to start. All with it. Also, the Knights only 3 of 14 from 3-point range.
Right.
Paul now back in the game for the Catamounts. Over to Alt. Pryor's back in as well. Paul hits another 3.
Yeah.
She's now 2 for 2 from 3-point range. Austin, turnaround. Tough shot, gets it to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Anthony Garson playing a good game thus far.
Paul over to Alt. They're able to break the the press. Now Alt's going to drive. Then she gets blocked by Sekunjanen, but it drops to Pryor, and she misses it off the backboard, and it goes out of bounds off the Knights.
Yeah. Man, that's the difference when you have some defense in there. Pryor the other day was knocking those down. She rushed that a little bit.
So Alt now 20 seconds on the shot clock, 9:12 on the game clock. Hall, good drive to her left. Gets a lot of contact in the lane, misses
Yeah.
the shot.
Yeah. Thought there was contact on that, but no call.
Now Austin bounces over to Sekunjanen. Reverse layup, can't get that to go. Pryor comes down with the rebound.
Yeah.
And now Zerk's going to push it up the court. And now Bing settles it down. Bing now looks to drive, loses it. Paul on the ground saves it, gets it to Alt. We have 8 seconds on the shot clock though. Alt bounces it down low to Pryor, who gets it over to Paul. Paul's going to have to fire off a 3. No good on that.
Yeah.
And then Austin.
Yeah, good defense by Essex, taking them deep to the shot clock.
McGinley tries to get it in. Good job by Zerk to get on the ground, get the steal. And Pryor gets it to Zerk. Zerk drops it back to Alt, and now it's across the line. Zerk. Feel like the Catamounts need to get Pryor more involved and also be able to continue to hit their threes.
Oh, yeah.
Nice move by
Yeah.
Pryor.
Yeah, that's Pryor. She just wheeled right around Sekunjanen to lay that off the glass.
Now McGinley. Bing pokes it away, but McGinley's able to recover. Throws it back out to Paige Smith. Smith looking to drive. In and out. Good defense by Paul. And now Bing, nice little hesitation, drives by the defender. Goes all the way too high off the backboard, though, and Sekunjanen gets it to Smith.
Yeah, no help on the offensive glass. Potomac trailing the play.
Sekunjanen hits a 3.
Yeah, she's been shooting them. She didn't hit one the other day. She shot one today, missed, so she finally gets one to go.
All right, so we have a media timeout. 7:14 left in the first half. 32-19. The Knights are up. We'll be back. Matt Trudell and Mike Withers back here with you in Columbia. So, leading scorer of this Potomac State team coming into today, Hannah Alt, 14.4 points. She only has 2 so far.
Right.
So, trying to look to get her involved. Tenley Paul is already at her average. She averages 6.5. She's hit 2 big threes for the Catamounts here early in the first half. Pryor gets stripped. And now Austin pushing it the other way. McGinley for 3 gets that to go.
Boy, normally it's Paige Smith, but man, McGinley has been on fire here.
And then, Sekunjanen being able to hit a 3 as well.
Yep.
Williams, who just came back in the game, her pass is knocked away, and Alt comes up with the steal. Alt's going to deal with some pressure right away. Has to bounce it up to Pryor. Gets it back to Alt. Alt for 3. Needed that, misses it. Now Pryor gets the putback. Good offensive rebound and finish for Pryor.
Yeah, Pryor right in the right spot.
McGinley misses the 3.
Yeah, McGinley with a heat check. She has a green light.
Now, baseline 3, no good for Paul. Pryor gets the offensive rebound. Jump ball is called. It will be Essex ball.
Yeah.
Zerk comes back in for Larkin Walker for the Catamounts, and Davis and Holmes come in for McGinley and Austin.
Austin goes to the bench. She's had a good game thus far. Couple coast-to-coast plays, a nice spin move in the lane.
Davis going to bring it across the line. Going to get a pick from Guess. Continues to move around the right, then goes to drive. Loses the ball, but it ends up in Guess's hands, and she's able to get it to go.
Yes.
Alt has to get it up to Paul with some danger, and then Paul is fouled by Holmes, I believe it is. Yep.
Yeah, but this Essex team remind me of years ago at University of Arkansas. Used to go 40 minutes of hell, boy. They're after you.
Yeah.
Essex is on you.
Zerk now, baseline jumper, misses that. That was her spot.
Yeah.
Now Smith drives, pops a jumper right around the free throw line and gets that to go.
Yeah,
She's a scoring machine.
Yeah, scoring machine. That's just too much. Letting her handle the ball in transition. No resistance at all.
Now Paul, good to drive, dumps it off to Pryor, swings it out to Bing, open for 3, and she gets that to go. Good ball movement by the Catamounts.
They're going to need some more of that.
Now Smith tries to answer with the 3 herself, misses that. And the offensive rebound falls to Smith, and she gets the layup to go.
Now that's just great hustle. You shoot the 3, miss it, get your own rebound, and put it back.
Now Bing tries to throw it, and they're saying it went off of her.
I thought that was off the hand of one of the Essex players.
I thought it was too. I think maybe they think she stepped out of bounds.
Wow. Yeah.
We're not going to get it from the angle on our screen.
Yeah, but Essex, anytime you go near the baseline, they're trapping you.
She did step out of bounds, her toe.
Yeah, defensive pressure.
Now Davis over to Smith. Smith's just going to fire up a 3. That's going to be no good. Holmes saves it, but Poe ends up with it. Paul misses the layup, and then it goes off of Davis.
Yeah, Bing thought she had an offensive rebound, but Davis knocks it away.
So now Alt looks to inbound, throws it out to Paul. Paul for 3, gets that to go. Yeah. She's up to 9 and has hit 3 threes in this first half.
Yeah, Tinley Paul's been keeping them in the ball game.
So now Davis gets a pick, moves to her left, swings it over. No good on the 3 by number 5, Reagan Robinson. And now Potomac State going to push it up the court. Alt with the ball. Over to Bing. Now inside to Larkin Walker. Moves. And what a play by Larkin Walker.
Yeah, Larkin Walker, a little drop step to the right side off the glass.
And now Robinson for 3 for Essex. Gets that to go. And, when you got to put Pryor on the bench, it's nice to have someone with post moves like that can come in for.
Oh, yeah.
Paul over to Alt. Alt's going to drive. Can't get it to go. A little too strong.
Yep.
Now Williams Over to Robinson. Robinson to Guest. Ryla Davis for three. No good on that. And Koshanti Holmes comes down with the rebound for Essex. Gets it over to Davis, who's just in front of us. Now over, gets around Zerk. Floater, no good. Guess gets the offensive rebound, no good on that. And then Bing just knocks it out of bounds. So we'll stay with the Knights.
And Essex just exerts offensive and defensive pressure.
Briley Wetzel is going to come in for Tenley Paul. And number 14, Megan Harris, is going to come in for Hannah Alt. Robinson gets it out to Davis. Back over to Robinson. Robinson for three, no good. Holmes taps the rebound back to Williams. Now Robinson drives, floater in the lane, too short. And Walker gets the just the rebound.
Yeah.
And now Bing brings it up the court. Backs out. Walker has to just get it back out to Bing. Bing gonna get around Guess, throws it into Zerk. It gets poked away. And then they're gonna call foul on Harris. I think she wanted a jump ball. They're gonna discuss it. It might be a jump ball, but we'll see.
Yeah, I thought Zerk was able to pull that in, could lay it up, but quick hands by Essex.
They are giving it to the Catamounts. They do call it a jump ball.
I actually like he's calling a foul. What was it? Wait a minute. Yeah, it was a foul. They called a foul.
Oh. So they're gonna call it on 14.
Yeah.
So it will likely be on the. Yep, Megan Harris picks up her
Yeah.
first foul.
Hmm.
44-29, 2:11 left in the first half. Alt just came back in for Harris. Oh no, Bing, sorry.
Yep.
Ryla Davis now with the ball for the Knights over to Austin. Austin's going to drive to the left, spin back around, get another spin. That's definitely a travel.
Yeah. Yeah, change pivot foot. Austin likes that little spin move in the lane.
If it was allowable in basketball, that was a very nice move. But Alt now over to the line. Out to Alt. Alt, nice hesitation, drives, gets it to Walker. Walker across the lane, might have got hit.
Yep.
And now Smith heading the other way. Nice hesitation for Smith. She throws up a wild circus shot. No good on that. But she will go line for two. Foul is going to be on Larkin Walker. That's her first foul.
Yeah.
Pryor is going to come in for Zerk. I actually like this game plan by the Catamounts, trying to rotate their bench in to get some rest, right before the half.
Yeah. Yeah.
The game is, a decent lead, but, it's closer than what a lot of games with the Knights go with. So.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're within striking distance. They have 3-point shooters. So they have some offensive power.
It's important with to get the rest. Amber Bing's gonna come in for Harris. It's 46-29, 17-point lead for the Knights. Alt gets the inbound.
Yeah, Potomac they get a couple scores, a few stops here going into the half.
Now Bing driving, and it gets tipped out of bounds by Smith.
Again, we're talking about playing the passing lane. You saw Paige Smith that time, right in the passing lane, knocking the ball out of bounds.
So Wetzel will have it along the baseline. 19 seconds on the shot clock, 1:19 on the game clock. Catamounts would really, really kind of need a bucket now. Pryor gets the inbound, gets it to Walker. Now Wetzel over to Alt. Looking to get it down. They have a mismatch, but Smith times it perfectly and gets a steal. And then they're going to call a foul on Wetzel.
Yeah, that was a slick play by Paige Smith.
She's got a nice, quick slowdown, then change speed that is very deceptive.
Yep. Yeah, she uses the hesitation move quite a bit.
So Davis gets the inbound for the Knights. 1 minute left in the first half. Smith now. Step back, 3-point shot, no good to the right. Bing comes down with the rebound. Good, throw it up to Alt. Alt's being tracked down by a lot of Knights. Can't get the layup to go. Walker does an excellent job of getting the offensive rebound, and she puts it in.
Yeah, it's a nice play by Walker, grabbing that offensive glass.
Now Smith almost lost it, but is able to tap it back to Davis. Smith left 2 open for 3, doesn't get it to go. And Walker comes down with the rebound, and Larkin Walker's had a really good first half off the bench so
Yes,
far.
he has. Yes, he has.
Now Wetzel for 3, no good. And Smith saves it from going out of bounds. And now Davis drives, right-handed layup, gets it to go.
Yeah, that's just a strong move by Davis. She went right in her chest, flipped it off the glass.
Alt now drives, finds Pryor
Yeah.
wide open, gets that to go. And
Yeah.
that'll be the first half here in Columbia, the first game of the semifinals. The Knights are up by 15, 48-33. We will be back at the start of the second quarter. Welcome back to the Caller Foundation Complex here on the campus of Howard Community College in Columbia, Maryland. Matt Trudell and Mike Withers with you for going into the start of the second half. Um, I'll say outside of the final minute of the first quarter and maybe the final like 2 or 3 minutes of the second quarter, it's been a, a very competitive game.
No, I would agree. And I'm looking, you look at the shooting percentages, they're shooting very similar shooting percentages. It's really just the turnovers and the offensive rebounding that has hurt the Catamounts today. And with that 15-point lead, they have 3-point shooters, they have scorers, so they can certainly cut into that lead. We've seen them do it before.
It,
So if they can take care of the ball, they can crawl right back into this thing.
Paige Smith already at her season average 16 points. Sierra McGinley and Antonique Alston both have 8 apiece. On the other side, Tenley Paul, 3 big threes in the first half, 9 points on 3 of 8 shooting.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Pryor, 8.6 rebounds. Amber Bing, 5 points, 4 rebounds. But one of the unsung heroes in the first half, Larkin Walker, 4 points, 4 rebounds, chewing up some good minutes when Pryor was getting some rest.
Yeah, Logan Walker came off the bench, did a great job. A couple good moves around the basket. They have to get Elizabeth Pryor going, though.
Yep, and so the Catamounts will have the possession, first possession in the second half. They try to get it down to Pryor. Austin is able to save it and get it into Sekunjanen.
Yeah.
And that's like 3 plays so far where it's been going out of bounds, and Essex has been able to save it with kind of a wild play.
And they end up scoring. So right now they're just out hustling the Catamounts.
Yep, Austin now up to 10 points, so she's in double figures. Zerk gets the pass. Off the side of the backboard, she gets her own offensive rebound, but then Sekunjanen gets her hands on it. They're going to call a foul.
Okay.
It's
Foul is that
on
was Sekunjanen?
Sekunjanen. Yep, yeah. So it's good. It's both 33s are battling, so we had to wait to see.
Yeah.
All right, Alt looking to inbound. 20 seconds will be on the shot clock. Gets it into Bing. Out to Zerk. Now Paul gets it immediately into Pryor, who swings out to Alt. Alt's going to drive and get the layup to go, and they need that from Hannah Alt because she had a relatively quiet first half.
Yeah, and that's a good ball movement by the Catamounts, but
McGinley baseline 3, no good. Sekunjanen gets it, the rebound, but then it's blocked by Pryor. Then McGinley gets it to Austin, who gets it back to her, and she nails a 3.
yeah, Essex just hustles after every loose ball, every rebound. They're relentless.
Alt now gets it across the line. Over to Paul, who gets it immediately down to Pryor. Pryor, nice little move, got positioning around Sekunjanen and gets the hook shot to go.
Yeah, they need that from Elizabeth Pryor. She's tough down there in the post.
Smith fires off a 3, too strong. Paul comes down with the rebound. She brings it across the line and then just throws it over to Alt. Now Pryor, nice job to get a 2 right around the free throw line after Smith tried to steal it.
Yeah, Elizabeth Pryor, I've not seen her step out and hit a jumper before. New facet to her game.
Austin now for 3, too strong. Sekunjanen comes down with the rebound though. And then she's now going to shoot a relatively deep 3. In and out. Zerk comes up with the rebound for the Catamounts. And she's able to get it up to Paul. Now Bing over to Alt. Going to shoot a 3. No good on that. Sekunjanen gets the rebound and gets it up to Smith. Smith spins. Kicks it out to Sekunjanen, who hesitates, steps in, then gets stripped by Paul. But they're able to recover. Now Holmes gets around Zerk and gets the layup to go.
Holmes just continuing to attack the basket. Turns the corner.
Paul's pass for Bing a little too high, so it will be a turnover. It will be Essex basketball. That's the 16th turnover by Potomac State.
And how many points over turnovers does Essex have?
So far, 18-7 they are leading.
And again, that's the difference in the ball game right there.
So now, fake pass to Smith. Alt is able to get the steal and tap it over to Zerk. And now Alt pushing it up the court. Kicks it out to Paul. Now Alt gets it back. She's going to fire off another three. Too strong on that one. And Holmes comes down with the rebound for Essex. She's going to drive up the left-hand side. She gets fouled. I think it's going to be on Paul.
Yeah, Holmes on the attack.
That is her third.
Yeah. Every time Essex gets the ball, they're putting offensive pressure on you. They are attacking the glass.
Now McGinley over to Smith. Smith for three. No good. Holmes tries to save it. Hard fall. We're still waiting on the call. I think it was out of bounds. I think they're going to say it's Essex ball. Nope, they're going to give it to the Catamount.
Yeah. Good hustle by Holmes.
Bing gets it into Alt. 55-39, 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Alt gets it into Pryor. Pryor gets swarmed and then finds the cutting Paul, who can't get it to go. Just rolled right off the front of the rim.
Yeah, a little give and go to Tinley Paul.
Holmes was left alone and gets the easy bucket.
Yeah, Potomac not getting back at transition.
And now Holmes pokes the ball away from Bing. McGinley comes up with it, and then she drives and gets the left-handed layup.
Yeah.
And now Coach Sini looking like he's going to go to his bench with 3 substitutions. Next stoppage. Paul gets it, bounces over to Zirk. Zirk's going to fire off a shot. No good. Holmes comes down with the rebound. Charging up the court. Baseline 3 for Smith. No good. Sekunjanin can't put it back, but Austin gets the offensive rebound and puts that back.
Yeah, Austin just lurking on the weak side. Easy putback.
On my current stats, I do not get the second chance points, but at the media timeout, we will get that, and I would be interested in seeing what the second chance points are.
Yeah.
Smith, after the steal, swings it over to Sekunjanin for 3, no good. And now Smith tries to get the steal. They're going to call a jump ball, and it will stay with the Knights.
Smith always getting her hands on the ball. Paige Smith. Very crafty defender.
Williams, Davis, and Guess come in for Sekunjanin, McGinley, and Holmes.
Yeah, making substitutes. You're bringing in the starting lineup for most teams off the bench.
Yeah, yeah. Austin gets it in. Good job by Paul to get her hands in the passing lane, and Bing comes up with the steal. Bing misses the shot, and Williams pushes up to Smith. Smith pump fakes, drives, and then Alt's able to get her hand on the pass. We have a media timeout, so we're going to step aside. Knights up 61-39. We will be back after the media timeout. All right, we are back. Essex has 13 second chance points, but surprisingly, the Catamounts have 9. So
Yeah.
Not as big of a discrepancy as I thought, but
Yeah, me either. Yeah.
so we're coming out of the timeout. It will be Essex ball, 22 seconds on the shot clock, 4:49 on the game clock.
But they out rebounding them 41 to 26 is Essex.
Yeah, and 22 offensive rebounds
Yeah.
to 8.
Yeah.
Smith over to Austin. Austin fakes the handoff. Good defense by Pryor, and the shot is no good by
Yeah.
Austin. And now Bing cross the line over to Alt. Bing to the drive, gets it into Pryor, and she is fouled on the shot, so she will go in line for 2. Good ball movement by the Catamounts there. And that's one thing we noticed during the quarterfinal matchup against the Dragons. They have really good ball movement for the Catamounts.
Yeah, everybody touches the ball when they come down the floor. They really make the defense work.
So Pryor to the line for 2 shots, gets the first one to go. Pryor is now leading scorer of this team, 6 of 8 from the field. She's now 1 of 1 from the line with 13.6 rebounds. Gets her 14th point
Yeah.
right there. And now Williams gets around Paul. They find Guess on the other side of the bucket open, and she gets that to go.
Yeah, that's just poor rotation off of the penetration by Williams.
Now Alt over to Bing. Zerk, baseline 2, gets that to go. She loves that little baseline.
Yeah, Zerk got a nice looking stroke.
Now Williams drives all the way, can't get the layup to go. Rebound goes to Paul. And now Bing. Back to Paul. Alt now. Inside to Pryor. Pryor gets around Guess. Good move, man. Her post skills are just really
Yeah,
good.
Pryor's going to work here in the second half. That's what we wanted. That's what they wanted to see.
Smith down to Guess. Might have got away with a little extra shuffle of her feet there. She is fouled.
Yeah, Guess coming right back, getting the left hand off the glass.
She's shot counts, and she will go line for and 1 attempt. That is Pryor's second personal foul.
Yep. And Michaela Guess going right at Elizabeth Pryor. Pryor's been giving her a problem in the second half, but Guess trying to get a little get back there.
McGinley comes in for Austin. Guess gets the free throw to drop. And now Alt heading back the other way. 21-point lead for the Knights. Bing over to Alt. And then they call it travel on Alt. And it has been a very tough game for Hannah Alt.
Yeah. Yeah.
She does have 6 assists, though. 4.6 assists, 2 rebounds. But she is the leading scorer of this team. And to have 4 points.
Yeah, it's been a tough day, but Essex is keeping the pressure on her.
Now Smith out to McGinley. McGinley for 3, no good. Smith gets the offensive rebound. Can't get that shot. She's gone a little cold here in the second half. But the offensive rebounds continue, and now Williams out to McGinley. She thought about a 3. She's going to drive across the lane, out to Davis for 3. And Davis gets that to go.
Essex certainly, they know who they are. They love shooting the 3. They line up on that 3-point line. They do the drive and kick. That's their offense.
Yeah. Davis gets the steal on the pass by Alt and gets the right-handed layup to go. Yeah, almost half of their shots have come from the 3-point line.
Yeah, yeah.
Davis got her hands on the ball for Alt, but she's able to recover it. Gets it down low to Pryor. Pryor moves the other way this time and gets a left-handed shot to go off the backboard.
Man, Elizabeth Pryor, I love her post game. She has it all. Right hand, left hand. She can do it.
All right, we have a full timeout, so we're going to step aside. 71-47, a minute 54 left in the third quarter. We'll be back. All right, back here in Columbia, coming out of the timeout, it will be Essex ball. Williams gets the inbound. We had it. Austin came in for Smith. The last during the break, so Paige Smith getting a rest. Austin will fire off a three, and she gets that to drop.
Yeah, everybody's getting into the act for Essex. I think almost everybody on the floor has hit a three at some point in the game today.
Alt gets it over to Bing. Bing's going to drive towards the baseline, has to pick it up. Now Paul, and they call her for a travel.
Yeah, just defensive pressure. Yeah,
So
Amber
Williams,
Bing, she's on. How many points does Bing have today? I have 5 over here.
I think it's probably that as well. Um, yep, 5 points. Davis for three, no good. Alt comes down with the rebound. Yeah, Bing, 5.6 rebounds, 3 assists. She hit the big three against the Dragons to kind of seal their fate on
Yep.
Wednesday. Now Paul gets it over to Larkin Walker, who came into the game. She can't get the shot to go, and then it goes out of bounds off of Essex.
Larkin Walker had a good first half. Gives Pryor a little breather.
Yeah, and they're going to give Bing a little bit of a breather as well. Megan Harris comes in for her. Alt will look to inbound. 11 seconds left on the shot clock, 44.6 seconds left in the third quarter. Alt dealing with a lot of pressure. Just has to heave up a three, misses everything.
Yeah.
Shot clock violation.
Yeah, Essex doing a good job. They really get their head on the ball. And they're making all work for everything she's getting.
And so now Davis with it. Swings it over to McGinley. She's going to fire off a three. No good. Williams goes up and gets the offensive rebound. And McGinley's going to get another shot, and she gets that. And that makes it a 30-point game. And then Harris almost throws it away, but Alt's able to recover. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Alt gets it stripped away by Davis. Davis loses it. She can't get a shot off in time. That, if it was a little longer, would have
Yeah, it looked like it was going. I said, wow.
wouldn't have counted. But so we have a 30-point ball game, 47 Potomac State, 77 Essex. We will be back for the start of the fourth quarter. All right, back here in Columbia. So just to go over some notes, the last time these two teams met, Alt had 19 points. Pryor only had 9, though. But, and you're looking on Wednesday, Alt only had 7. But Amber Bing had 16 points on Wednesday. Pryor had 16 points as well. And it has definitely been a struggle for both of them today. It will be Catamounts ball. Uh,
Yeah, they've done a good job at limiting the guards, Essex, really making them work.
And Catamounts starting with only 2 of their starters on the court for the start of the fourth quarter. That will be Zerk and Alt. They're joined by Walker, Wetzel, and Harris. And they're going to call a foul on Robinson. Oh, nope. Williams, sorry. That's her third. And it looks like Austin and McGinley are the only starters on the court for the Knights. Alt fires off a three, too strong. Larkin Walker gets the offensive rebound, and she tried to drop it to Zerk, but Zerk wasn't ready for it. And now Austin go bring it up, dribbles behind her back. Nice pass attempt, but Alt got back and was able to disrupt it.
Yeah, Austin around the back, tried to get a little bounce pass to Guest, cutting to the basket.
So stay with Essex. 20 seconds on the shot clock. We're waiting for something, trying to figure it out.
Hmm.
I think they're going to reset the either game clock or shot clock. 22 seconds on the shot clock. And Austin looks to get it inbounds. Finds Davis. She hesitates, drives baseline. Can't get the shot to go, but she will go to line for two.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be on Larkin Walker.
Yep. That's her second. Hasn't made her mark in the second half as of yet, but again had 4 points, 4 rebounds in the first half. Kind of
Yeah,
helped this Catamounts team stay in it.
yeah. Nala Davis playing a solid game. Gigi Gamble not playing today, but they don't seem to have missed her.
Missed the second free throw and it goes out of bounds off the Catamount, so it will be Essex ball. Now up 31 points. They won the previous matchup by 33 points. Williams with it. Gonna drive in, and then they're gonna call a foul. Might is it on Alt?
No, I think it's gonna be Megan Harris.
Oh,
Oh, it is on the hall.
yeah, they got her
Wow.
on the region as she was going by. Williams will go to line for two. That is Alt's second foul. Williams gets both of them. And now Alt with the ball. Zerk gets it stripped away, and then they call a foul. It's on McGinley.
Mhm.
Oh, no, they call it on Austin. So that's her first. Wetzel and Harris are going to leave the game for Potomac. And it will be Paul and Bing coming back in.
Yeah, and Pryor is still on the bench.
And call an offensive foul on Erica Zerk. And Pryor will come back into this game
Mhm.
for Zerk. So Walker will stay in. Pryor leads all scores, 18 points, on 8 of 10 from the field, and
Right.
2 for 2 from the free throw line. She has 6 rebounds as well. Davis gets around the defenders. Floater, no good. Then Austin tried to save it. They said she was out of bounds, so it will be Catamounts ball.
And Austin hustling after the offensive rebound.
Gets it across the line to Bing. Pryor now. And she gets it poked away by Williams.
Yeah, with this Essex team, you got to keep the ball up. You got to keep your head on a swivel because they're coming.
Yeah, yeah. So now Alt has to get it into Walker, who gets it to the cutting paw. And now Walker, nice little spin move off
Okay.
the backboard. No, good, but now Austin heading the other
Yep.
way. McGinley's going to fire off a three. Gets that to go.
McGinley has been on fire today.
Now Alt over to Bing. Down low to Walker, who gets it back to Bing. Now Walker is fouled. It's going to be fouled by Williams. So we're going to go deeper down the bench. Well, two starters are going to come back in for the Knights. Sekunjanin, Holmes come in. Robinson will come in as well as number 11. That's Azaria Whiting.
Yeah, Whiting saw a little bit of action in the first half.
Yep. McGinley, Austin, Guest, and Davis take a seat. Paul gets the inbound. She's going to fire off another three. Can't get that one to go. And now Williams heading the other way. Drops it off to Robinson for three. No good. Holmes comes down with the rebound. Holmes kind of reminds me of Asani Offer for the Dragons.
Yeah.
She kind of does a bit of everything, gets a lot of rebounds.
Yeah, she does.
Williams misses it. Holmes gets the rebound, then gets the assist to Williams. She'll go to a line for and one opportunity. The foul is on, I believe, Larkin Walker.
Man, they just
Nope,
come at
and
you.
all.
Come at you in waves. No let up when they go
Yep.
to the bench.
Makes the free throw.
Yeah, Catamounts want a timeout.
Coach Kruk is going to call a full timeout, so we will step away. 86-47, 7:22, Essex up. All right, back here in Columbia, 7:22 left on the game clock. 39-point lead for the Knights out of Essex, CCBC Essex. It's Catamounts ball. Alt gets the inbound. Over to Paul. Now back to Alt. Bing. Larkin Walker couldn't handle the pass. Holmes comes up with the steal. And then she gets blocked by Walker. What a play by Larkin Walker to get back.
Still hustling. Oh, just forgot about that. Yeah, Larkin Walker running the floor.
So now Holmes gets the inbound. Out to Robinson for three. And that just rolls around in. Alt now over to Paul. Back to Alt. She thought about a three. Now Bing. Walker. Bing baseline three. Gets that to go. That looked like something we saw the other day.
Yeah, that looked familiar.
And now Bing's up to 8 points on the game.
And Essex has hit think 12 threes today.
Williams gets fouled. That might be Alt's fourth. It is. That is Hannah Alt's fourth foul coming into the game, and I don't think we saw her against the Dragons. Is number 25 Taylor Kuntz. She's gonna come in for Amber Bing.
Yeah, give her a break, man. Essex has shot 42 threes today.
2 shots coming the way of Williams. Leading scorer for Essex was Sierra McGinley today. 19 points, 4 rebounds. Paige Smith with 16. Austin with 15.
Mhm.
Williams, since coming off the bench, has 5, now 6 with that free throw. And converts that as well. They are 4 points away from their season average.
Yep. Aisha Williams is nice looking stroke from the free throw line.
Kuntz over to Paul. Now over to Kuntz. Kuntz tries to throw it down. They call it a kickball. You know, one good thing for this Potomac State team is only 3 sophomores.
Mhm.
Now, Alt, their leading scorer, is a sophomore. Pryor's a sophomore. And Kuntz. But, you know, they have some young talent that are looking to be here next year and to continue to build off of
Yeah.
that. You know, Bing, Paul,
Yeah, they have a good foundation going forward.
Zerk. Zerk, you know, has had a pretty decent tournament so far.
Yeah, Zerk, she's nice, nice looking player, inside, outside.
7 points, 4 rebounds. And on Wednesday, she had 4 points, 4 blocks,
Right.
and 11 rebounds. So Kunjanin can't get the first free throw to go. The foul was on Larkin Walker. That was her third. So Kunjanin makes the second free throw. Megan Harris is going to come into the game for Hannah Alt. Now Paul over to Harris. Back to Paul. Paul drives, dumps it out to Kuntz. Harris down low to Pryor. Pryor dealing with some trouble, and then she gets fouled, so she'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Whiting with the foul. Azarea Whiting. Are trying to get a little up and under move going.
I think they might have called it on Sekunjanen with her second foul.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, 33. Yep. Skojanen.
Now we're going to have more substitutions for this Essex team. So now coming into the game, Lakel Davis, and I'm missing someone else. Oh,
Number
number
10.
10,
Yeah.
Astu Dionge. Sekunjanen and Williams take a seat. Now Holmes loses it, still battling through, and then they're going to call a foul. I think it's going to be on Kuntz.
Wow. Everything
Holmes,
going Essex way right now. 5:18 left.
Holmes goes to the line. She is 0 for 2 from the line. She has 6 points, 1 assist, 13 rebounds. I would be interested to see when we get our stat sheet at the end of this game how many steals she has and
Yeah.
maybe even blocks.
Yeah, she's just a solid defensive player.
She has 4 steals.
Mhm.
So thank you for the stats, guys, letting us know. Now Paul gets it over to Kuntz. I'm sorry, Pryor, and then a foul is going to be called. 2 shots coming Kuntz's way. Foul is on number 5. That's
Yeah, I
Robinson.
think Pryor's the only one of double figures for the Catamounts today.
Yep, she has 20 points. Paul has 9 and Bing has 8. Pryor makes the first free throw. Zerk also had 7, so hanging around, but Pryor's the only one now up to 21 points on the game. Gets the second one to go, so that's 22. And now Alt will come in for Paul. 5:08 left in regulation. Knights are up 94 to 54. You know, this is a game of Knights where they don't have their leading scorer. Holmes gets the layup. Good pass down low by Davis.
Yeah, that's just too easy.
I would imagine, maybe the Essex will get Gigi Gamble back tomorrow. She did dress today. She just
Yeah,
didn't play.
yeah,
Pryor tried to get it down low to Harris. It's stolen away by Davis. Harris was not ready for it. Davis gets it over to Holmes, and she gets that to roll around and go in.
yeah. Holmes running the floor right now, having fun.
So now Walker, and her pass wasn't towards really anybody there, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, yeah. Not sure who Larkin Walker was trying to get on that one.
I think she was thinking Alt was going to push towards the baseline, and Alt went the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Ashanti Holmes now has a double-double, 10 points, 13 rebounds. And now Lakel Davis with it. Gonna move to her right, shoot a three, no good off the front of the rim. Rebound drops to Robinson. Now Davis will take another three, no good on that one. And then rebound, no good by Whiting. And then they say it's out of bounds. It's gonna stay with the Knights. On the ground is Bailey Evans, who just came into the game.
Yeah, Bailey Evans took a hard fall. Her and Whiting battling for the ball.
So now Holmes will look to inbound. Inside to DeYounge. DeYounge loses it, but it ends up in Holmes' hands. 10 seconds on the shot clock. DeYounge, baseline jumper too strong, and Holmes knocks it out of bounds. So it will be Catamounts ball.
Man, they put McKinley back in the game, taking out Holmes.
Kuntz now with the ball, maybe just to get, the celebration from her teammates.
Yeah,
All into Evans. Evans can't get it to go off the backboard.
yeah.
And now Whiting over to Robinson. She's going to step into a three, in and out. DeYounge comes down with the rebound, and she wedgies the putback. So it will be a jump ball, and it will stay with Essex.
Yeah, that's the first time I've heard that wedgie the ball. I have to use that one.
DeYounge can't get up there and get it, so Guess is going to have to come off the bench to knock it down.
Hey,
Brian Garnett had the mop. He was getting ready to poke it.
right.
From our facility staff here.
Guess showing off her leaping ability.
McGinley gets it inbounds. Now Davis over to McGinley. She's going to fire off another three. She gets that to go. And now she's up to 22 points. Off of 6 of 14 from the three-point line. All out to Harris. Harris is going to fire off a three. She gets that to go.
Right. And Harris, nice looking left-handed jump shot.
Now Davis. Running clock now. Davis
Hmm.
over to Whiting. Whiting's good drive. Kicks it out to Davis. They're going to call that a three. I think her foot was on the line. I don't think it really matters at this point, but
Cal Davis gets into the act, hits a three.
so now Alt inside to Pryor. Pryor hands it off to Alt. Alt can't get the layup to go. It's just been such a rough day for her.
Yeah, yeah, they were all over all.
Now Robinson, deep three, no good. DeYounge gets the ball, offensive rebound. Now Davis, baseline three, no good. Whiting gets the offensive rebound, gets it to go, and will have a chance at a three-point play. Hannah
Oh,
Alt is 2 of 11 from the field, 0
yeah,
for 5 from the free throw line. I mean, from three-point range.
yeah, she's had a rough day, but it's not because she didn't have a lot of defensive pressure on her.
Yeah. Uh, Wetzel will come in for Harris. Yeah, you know, her being the leading scorer, she got a little bit of extra attention
Yeah,
today.
oh yeah.
Whiting gets the three-point play to go. Alt just backing down Robinson and then gets the layup to go, and we'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, Alt says you're just too small. She just backed Robinson right down, flipped it off the glass.
It's an unconventional approach, but
Right.
it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Alt said, I'm sick of this.
So now she goes to the line. These are her first free throw of the day. She gets it to go. 107 to 60. 123 left in this game. No good on the three by Davis. Whiting gets it. Davis is going to shoot another three. No good on that one. Alt comes down with the rebound. And she's getting harassed, but is able to get up the court. Now spinning. No good, but then they're going to call a foul. She'll go to the line for two.
And Alt getting very aggressive now. You have to ask yourself, where were this in the second and third quarters, though?
Yeah. Foul is on Astu Diange. That's her second. No good on the first free throw by Alt.
Hmm.
So this uh, Knights team will punch their ticket to the finals tomorrow against the winner of the next game, the Montgomery College Raptors and Prince George's County uh, Owls. And it looks like Essex is probably just going to dribble this out. Or maybe not. Davis over to McGinley. She thought about a three.
Yeah.
Now Davis wanted one, and now she will shoot one. It looks like it was partially tipped by Pryor. Now Wetzel heading the other way. Alt gets it down low to Pryor, out to Wetzel. Now Kuntz tries to get it into Evans. It's stolen away by DeYounge and then Whiting. And they're going to hold the ball. So the Knights are going to finish 107 to 61. They have now scored 208 points in this first two games of this tournament.
Oh, yeah. Server knows to Region 20.
So that'll do it. 107-61. The Knights will play the championship game tomorrow at noon against the winner of the Raptors and Owls game, which will be coming up in a little over 20 minutes. So thank you everybody for tuning into this game, and we will be back at the start of the next game. We appreciate everybody watching.